It's Mike. I'm back with another vintage toy video because I posted me and my friend's band a few weeks ago and absolutely nobody watched that. So stick with what works, okay? Whatever. Let's do it. We got 1996 Green Lantern from the Total Justice Kenner line, and this is one ugly figure. I'm gonna be honest. This is most of the figures I put on here. I got like some childhood love to it, but this came out in like 1996. I was damn near 20 at that point. I was working at Toys R Us while I was like a freshman in college, and yeah, I didn't pick this up, even though I was getting back into collecting toys again at that point, because this is a butt ugly figure. This is the 90s. Everything had to be extreme, and yeah, they went a little bit overboard with the muscles and the veins and all that stuff on this figure. So let's talk about that. I got it in this bin at this vintage shop I always go to, and they just got like a bin of like sad, unloved, unwanted old figures that they can't like actually put on the racks with all the other stuff because they're just so random. So they had this, they had the Aquaman with the hook on his hand. So happy to add this to my collection. With the 90s, we had like X Games and ECW and people that stupid show on MTV with Dan Cortez and G.I. Joe Extreme, butt ugly figures. I think I need them in my collection now. Yes, because you know what? I love the ugly toys. I got an appreciation for ugly toys. Got many videos on Remco, bootleg, ripoff, whatever the hell you would call them figures, and every old toy was probably somebody's favorite toy back in the day, and this is probably somebody's out there, so let's make a video on that. This was the first Kyle Raynor figure. This is probably like only maybe the third Green Lantern figure overall. They had superpowers, then they had the Toy Biz DC superheroes figure, and then this came along. And then after that, the floodgates are open on just about every superhero. Before then, you know, Spider-Man probably only had like 5-6 figures up until early, like maybe 1990, Batman until Dark Knight collection came out, and then boom, everything. But Green Lantern, he's still lagging behind. He was only up to number 3. Iron Man probably only had like 4 himself. So yeah, now there's 50, 60 figures of every character in Marvel Legends. So this is what we got. Got a weird place in my heart for weird, ugly toys. Like Toy Story movie messed me up because you figure, you know, I go to work or at night I go to sleep and these things get up and run around the room or something, so I'm a little weird. He came with, you know, weird little Green Lantern constructs that you snap onto him. But this is sort of at the beginning of adult toy collecting because he doesn't really pose or do anything. His arms go up and down and his legs stand in a really bad position. So he's not going to put him into like a vehicle or anything. But it's basically made to just kind of stand on your shelf and look collectible. But still aimed at kids back when we had places like Toys R Us and not like weird exclusive online sales and pre-orders and weird junk like that now that 40-year-old men lose their mind over, make angry videos about. But I'm not one of those. I'm not making angry videos. I'm here for the love. I'm sharing the love, the old schoolness. As an amateur sculptor who specializes in sculpting action figures, yeah, that next video, you gotta watch that one. The design choices on this are ridiculous. The fact that he can barely stand, the face on him, look at the veins, all that. Is this even anatomically correct with all these muscles? It's insane, but I kind of wish I sculpted it because it's like that dramatically overdone. Same with the rest of the figures in this line. The one I think that kind of came out really cool though was the Flash. Is this weird positioning that like every figure seemed to have? That's an unnatural stance. Like it worked on the Flash. I thought that came out pretty good. Look how giant his legs are compared to his very short torso and his gigantic, chimpanzee arms. This, they also had a second version of him. This, if you can't quite see it, he's kind of got a blue tinge to his black. They had a later wave which didn't come with any of his Green Lantern little bits and bobs of constructs. They just called the line JLA instead of Justice League Total Justice, whatever. And that was like a re-release with less stuff. But he came with a stand, and that kind of reinforced that this stuff was just becoming collectibles instead of toys. In the comic books, he did not look like that. I did not see an issue where he was like overdrawn like that, but I don't have very many Green Lantern comics. I do have his first appearance, though. I have that whole run with you find his girlfriend in the refrigerator. I have that comic book. Good read, good read. You gotta wonder, like, what the hell with the reasoning behind this figure being, this whole line being, like, kind of butt ugly, but you gotta think, like, some guy working at Kenner, he goes into the board meeting, his boss is like, you got any new ideas? Like, I do. I checked out what they're doing over at Toy Biz over there with the Marvel stuff. That stuff's for wimps. We got some badass stuff. We got, look, he whips out a picture, overly done, or he got the guy from down in sculpting and he had him on cocaine the whole weekend and he had him sculpt this thing. And the guy behind there probably like stroked his chin. He's like, everybody's all quiet and stuff and thinking, I like it. Put it into production. And that guy got a raise. He got to go take his wife out, who's, in fact, no, he got a better raise. He dumped that wife. He got better looking. He took the secretary out that weekend because he sold his ideas there. So that's what we got for this figure, this entire line, this abomination of a line, and I'm glad I have it. Can you believe I actually had to shoot this video 3 times? I had to like rewrite down all my thoughts because it just went on and rambling. And guess what? I did it again. Video number 4. So whatever. This is what we got. This is my figure. Hope you like it. Like, subscribe. Check out the video. Me and my friend's band. She spent a long time making that video. Give it a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Party on, everybody. Party on.